part 3. But just like you probably did, I too once believed when articles mentioned the savage Franks, the Goths, the Visigoths, etc. It didn't mean that they were the JV squad. How wrong we were, it appears, mind you, just like our early discoveries attest. Minor tribes of these savages had their own minor tribes going under the one main banner until it was time for them to set out on their own. But before we go forward, allow me to ask you a question, gentle strangers. And don't be shy. Don't be shy. When you heard me read, quote, the initial Anglo-Saxon settlement of Britain occurred during the 5th century, when Roman control of Britain had come to an end. The question is, what did you perceive? Who, me? Well, if the purest of the white Christian males, in this case to me, the England-born and bred American founders were card-carrying Anglo-Saxons, and even though they were germinated here, seeing 2/3 of Americans, white people, are card-carrying German Anglo-Saxons, and seeing they just admitted the Anglo-Saxon initially settled Great Britain after the fall of the original Gentile Germans, to me that can only mean we are currently in the clutches of new and fresh people, just like the Bible and all the physical evidence suggests. What? What physical evidence? Well, evidence like how they had a ship live near or on the water, and because human encroachment was unheard of at the time, they had wild animals like buffalo, deer, etc., who didn't hibernate, all in the winter. Yet, many of the new settlers starved. How's that? Evidence like coming from some of the coldest climates just to freeze to death, while brand spanking new Indians, who obviously didn't know their left hand from their right, to live in the open plain instead of the already prepared Aztec ruins without even a horse for company. Heck, even they didn't starve or freeze to death. Come on now. On a different note, but definitely within the same song, evidence like the pure white Christian male is so devoid of understanding his own supposed history, his own history. He don't even realize you can't crack where you sleep, even if you can make a quick buck at it. Thus, as you can tell, and as we've seen, he is dooming all of us to repeat it. It's this type of evidence that we will dig into deeper when we get to this side of the globe that leads me to believe with all my heart that people who proudly call themselves Anglo-Saxons, who have never been in bondage in America like the colors, but yet can't even orally trace their own lineage 6 generations back to the point they need archaeology and 23andMe to help with what should be common knowledge to them. It's this type of evidence that leads me to believe, with all the slivers of understanding under my belt, the pure white Anglo-Saxon alpha male, each strain of them, is as new and as fresh as they come, and strategically designed to do the things no other people upon the face of the earth at that point in history had the stomach or the gall to do at just the right time it needed to be done. But that's just my opinion. But let's continue, so the white man can back up what a colored man just said.